Lena sat frozen as she stared at the scattered photographs on her table. Each print captured moments she thought had been private, secret glances, stolen kisses, and, most disturbingly, a picture of herself asleep in bed. The realization was suffocating. Someone had been inside her apartment. She panicked, grabbed her phone and dialed Ethan. The line rang twice before going to voicemail. Before she could redial, her screen lit up with a message. Envelope with arrow unknown number, stay away from him. Lena shot to her feet, her fingers tightened around her phone. Whoever they weren't just sending threats. They wanted her to know she was being hunted. The next morning she barely waited before storming into Blackwood Industries. Ethan's assistant tried to stop her at his office door, but Lena didn't care. She shoved past and slammed the door shut behind her. She tossed the photographs onto the table. Someone sent me these. Ethan barely reacted. He picked up one of the prints, examining it with wild curiosity. Where did you get these? That's the wrong question, Ethan. The real question is, who the hell took them? Ethan set the photo down with a sigh. It's just someone trying to scare you. Lena was surprised. His calmness felt like a slap to the face. She forced herself to stay level-headed. I was followed last night. There was someone outside my apartment. Ethan finally looked at her. You're being paranoid. Lena's patience snapped. I'm being watched, Ethan. And if they know about me, they sure as well know about you. Ethan, in an attempt to calm Lena, I will handle it. Handle it? Lena scoffed, stepping closer. How the hell are you so calm? She demanded, her voice carrying the weight of her fury. And you, she paused, studying his face. You are not even surprised. Is there something you are not telling me? That made Ethan's jaw tighten, just for a fraction of a second. Lena took a step back, realization dawning on her. Did you know? Before Ethan could respond, the door suddenly swung open, and a sharp, confident voice cut through the air. He certainly did. Lena spun around. She felt her stomach drop. A woman stood in the doorway, Victoria Blackwood, Ethan's wife and business partner in disguise. Victoria stepped inside, her heels clicking softly against the floor. Ethan's face paled, and Lena immediately straightened, her posture stiffening. The silence that followed was thick as the weight of Victoria's words settled in. Victoria didn't look at Lena. She was staring straight at Ethan. I knew you were reckless, she said smoothly. But I didn't think you'd be stupid enough to let it get this far. Lena's throat went dry. You, she swallowed, you knew? Victoria finally turned to her, her eyes scanning Lena like she was a piece of art she wasn't sure she liked. Of course, I knew. I know everything my husband does. She smiled. The real question is, did you? Lena felt like the air had been sucked out of the room. What she did in secret was unraveling. Ethan's breath caught in his throat. He hadn't expected this. Not like this. He stood up quickly. Victoria, this isn't what you think. Isn't it? Victoria interrupted, her voice cutting through the air like a blade. I've been watching, Ethan. Long before you ever thought to include Lena in your little web of lies. Lena's heart pounded in her chest. What lies? She asked, her voice tinged with defiance. Victoria walked slowly around the desk, her heels clicking on the polished floor. Lies of the heart. You're just collateral damage. But Ethan? I will make sure you lose everything because this time, you've gone too far. Ethan's face twisted in a mix of anger and fear. You think you can control me, Victoria? Victoria's smile only widened, her expression growing darker. Oh, Ethan. You've always been controlled. You just never realized it. She turned to Lena. And you? You're a fool if you think he'll choose you over his career. Over his power. Over everything he's built. Ethan took a step toward Victoria, hands clenched into fists. You don't get to dictate my life. You have no control over me. Victoria's laugh echoed through the room. Control? I already have it. And the sooner you realize that, the better for you." Victoria stepped back, holding her ground, her voice deadly calm. "Enjoy everything you've worked for while it lasts. It won't be much longer." With that, she turned on her heel and walked out of the room, leaving Ethan and Lena in a heavy silence, the weight of her words hanging over them like a storm cloud. For more episodes, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified on the next episode.